This is your one and only 𝐹ireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome to 𝐿𝐴. This is a new survival game by the small dev company called The Molasses Flood. They also made another survival game called The Flame in the Flood, which I covered on an episode of Freeform Friday a while ago. But this is their new game, and it's pretty good. I've been playing it a little bit and just checking it out, trying to get a feel for it so I don't just go into it all derpy. And we're going to start a new game though. I'm going to show you how the game plays out from the beginning so you can get an idea of what it's all about. So we're just going to click new game. And apparently Sandbox is coming, campaign is already here. However, the Steam store does not say this is an early access game. So I guess that's just a future feature that's coming to the game. When you buy this game, it's complete. It's a complete game. It's not quite out on Steam yet. It is out on Xbox. So if you have Xbox One, you can get it now. It'll be on Steam soon. Anyway, we're going to click campaign. There's also apparently like a deep-ish story that goes along with this. I haven't really been following it. I just wanted to play the game, so I skipped and haven't been really reading or paying attention to the actual story. But this crow like picks us up, takes us to the hollow. Well, he doesn't pick us up, but he's like, hey, you know, and then we're gonna follow him, and he's gonna teleport us to the hollow here. See, he's like talking to us, and he guides us. He's like our guiding spirit. I got a different path. Yep, we're going over this way. Yep, and then we go through here. Because, you know, always follow a crow that talks to you. If I've ever learned anything in life, if a crow talks to you and says, hey, follow me, you definitely want to follow it. But we're going to skip through this. If you want to know the story, purchase the game. And we're like, let's just go through this creepy door. Oh, it's too late now. You can't back out. You're getting sucked in. And there you go. Interesting loading screen. I assume it has stuff to do with the story. And we wake up and we're like, what's going on? We're in some strange area. Yep, you just got sucked through a portal. Oh, we wanna collect this. So you gotta pick stuff up, and you gotta hit E to pick it up, but you can also just hold E and gather everything that's around you. So see there how I can just hold E, gather up all that stuff. I missed this on my first game. Let's gather up all of those. Get the majority of them. Get that one up there. Let's get this one over here. Okay, let's continue on. Go over here and find this crow. Oh, look, more mushrooms. Mushrooms galore. I'm gonna just follow the path here. Continue to follow the crow. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And the one thing that I don't like about this game so far is, you would think I would, but I don't like toggle sprint, and it's toggle, so you just tap shift and you sprint, and then to stop, you stop moving. I don't really like that feature. I'm so used to holding down sprint in the majority of the games that are out there that I want to hold it down, and you don't really have to, and there's no option to turn it off. I hope in the future they add an option to turn it off, because I don't like it, but that's like one of the few complaints I have about this game. Other than that, I've been absolutely loving the game. It is a lot of fun. I got really sucked into it. It was hard for me to stop playing the single player that I was playing. It's also multiplayer, so you can play with your friends, by the way, which is really cool. But yeah, it was difficult for me to stop and record the video. I could have picked up where I was in the game, but I wanted to show you like the beginning of the game, so we're just not like in the middle of the game and you're like, what's going on? Because a little bit of the crow explains to you, but I'm going to skip the crow and I'm going to explain to you as we go on here. So we got to talk to this crystal. We're going to attune to the crystal here, and this basically just gives us like the ability to communicate with the drakes and stuff. I guess Grakes, yeah, the drakes and stuff. And it also allows us to use the power of the crystals. Yep, we just cleared this area. There's one of the little drakes. So the game is all about managing these little fellas. As far as food and water goes, you don't have to, you have food and water to manage, but it's their food and water. You don't manage your food and water, which is interesting for a survival game. And I like it. It's like it's a new take on survival. So the more of these little dudes you have, because it's kind of like a colony builder, but it's also not, you're building an area for them. And the more of them you have, the more food and water you have to provide for them. Also, as they grow up, because you do grow them, you have to provide more food and water for them as well. And why did I put my thing away? Okay, I had to fight there and pay attention to what I was doing and stop running my mouth. But yeah, so like as you level them up and they grow up, you have to provide more food and water for them and all of that stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so yep, feral drakes, blah, 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 blah. Those guys want to destroy everything and they want to eat the good drakes, the ferals do. So we'll just pick up all of this stuff here. And now we got to knock down some trees. Your weapon is your everything tool. That's like your collection tool. It's very Fortnite-like in that sense. So just go through here, destroy all the trees, gather the wood, and there's this stuff here, which gives you stuff. But look, there was a grunt in there. Combat is simple, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy. So we have a block, middle mouse button as a block. You can see you can only block so much before you have to attack. Then this is your attack. You can do a jump attack, and then you have a dodge. And that's bound to control. So we're gonna go into build mode here. So this is your build mode. I don't know how I feel about build mode. It's like when you're in it, you can just swap through the different stuff that you can build. We can't build any of this other stuff yet because we haven't unlocked it. But like scrolling with the mouse wheel scrolls through the different things here, and then Q and E swaps back and forth between whatever row you're on. Yeah, I don't have any opinion on it. It's new. It's not something that I'm used to, and I don't know if I like it yet or not. Anyway, we got to build a cauldron here. This is going to feed the drakes. So you hold down shift to rotate, and then you can place it. And then we'll get into the curio, I guess that's how you pronounce that, crafting here in a minute. So we're going to place that there. And then the drake's going to come build it for us. They're your builders. He's like, look at that. What is that? I'm going to build that for you. And then he does the thing. Just pops it right up out of the ground like that. Look at that. Wasn't that fantastic? And then gets back into the ground because, you know, he likes it there. So now we can distribute. Didn't we pick up, weren't those mushrooms for that? I thought those mushrooms for that. We have berries and stuff. Maybe we got to talk to the crow first. So you pick up this stuff here. This is their food. And then you get juice boxes. That's their water. But you can eventually make a well that just takes care of their water for them. There's a whole tech tree and stuff. Yep, blah, 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 blah. Wants me to go collect supplies. So we're going to run over here to this island over here and collect some supplies. We're going to grab these here first. So this stuff here, this is bad news bears. You can't get in it, but you can craft a thing that allows you to walk through it. It like pushes it out of the way. If you get in it, that happens, and you die if you stay in it too long. So you gotta, you can't be in it. It's bad news. It's not water. It's bad stuff. I forget what it's called, but anyway, you get the idea. Can't get in it unless you craft a special item to allow you to walk through it. So we need to bust some cars and some other stuff. This stuff here, got to go out. You got to forage for a little bit of resources early game. Eventually you can get a setup that brings resources back to your base. There's a whole system for that. That's like their rail system. If you watch the trailer, I'll insert a clip of it right here showing you while I'm running of them, I guess you call grinding on it, or sliding on it. So yeah, and that's like a quick transport and it can bring resources to your base. We're going to go through here. We're going to gather all of this, we'll gather that. We'll just go through here and get all this initial stuff, and then we'll go back and add that to the pot there to feed them, and that will continue our story here. So we're gonna go through here, gather up all this stuff too, and then we'll walk across the bridge. We'll go up here and we'll get stuff in this house as well. There's a bunch of stuff in here. And we got, looks like we got a new weapon. So if we hold down 1, we can go to our weapon select. And what is that? A tent pole. Okay. The weapons have different stats too. So if you look at it shows you its average DPS and its base damage, its critical hit chance, and its durability. Same with this, has those stats there too, which is cool. So, you know, you can pick different weapons. They do have durability and they run out, but you get a lot of the same weapons in drops, and there's different styles. Like this one, you can see it's a bit slower compared to if we go to this weapon here. It's quicker. So that's like your quick attack, and this is like your big mallet weapon or whatever, your pole weapon. There's a couple different ones. Like the one that I have in my other game is a giant mallet, like a giant Harley Quinn mallet, which is really cool. I really like it. It does a lot of damage. It's super slow, but it does a massive amount of damage. So there is a bit of variety in the weapons, even though the combat is I feel like the combat's rather simple. But I mean, it doesn't need to be, for what the game is, the combat doesn't need to be anything too crazy. It does the job that it needs to do, and I have no complaints about it. I'm okay with simple combat if the game, you know, is made for it, and this one is. So we're just going through this house here. We're gonna collect a little bit. Oh, there's a thingy there. Oh, we got a frat paddle. That's another weapon. We can take a look at the stats for that one there. Average DPS is 29.12 with a base damage of 28. That's not bad. Crit hit chance 3. This one, oh, that one's actually less. Okay, we'll go for the paddle then. Since it does more damage, let's hang on to that. Let's just use our stick while we're running around here, just busting things. I don't want to waste the durability on one of the good weapons because we're gonna have to. Basically, we have to defend our base. It's like a tower defense that happens every now and then. So kind of like, think like 7 Days to Die, how every night or every 7 days a zombie horde comes. Well, in this one, you see that symbol up there in the top right? That's your countdown till the attack happens. Oh, we missed the freaking thing. Let me run back up there. When that ticks down and it's time for the attack to happen, your base gets attacked by a bunch of the bad guys, and then you have to defend against it, and it's pretty cool. It appears to be scaling. The attacks scale with the progression of your base, so it's never going to be anything that you can't really handle from what I can tell so far. For example, I had a bunch of attacks and my base was at level 1, and it's just the little level 1 guys and like one of the bigger two-legged guys. You'll see eventually, maybe in this video you'll see, but there's like a bigger two-legged guy, walks on 2 legs, and does these like big attacks, and he will come and attack your base. But like, I didn't get any of, there's a dog thing that like summons other things and like makes this landmine thing on the ground, and it's killed me many times, that shows up on some of the other islands. I have yet to have one of those come and attack my base. So I'm assuming that it scales with the level of your base because your base has levels. So we're going to go over here. We're going to stock the cauldron. And a new little guy showed up. And our camp XP increased. And he's super happy. And they run like Naruto. Naruto, however you pronounce his name. And they're going to collect some berry bushes and do the thing because they're awesome. You can also get buffs from them. So if we, where is he going with that? Okay. Oh, he's taking it there. Cool. If we go up and we talk to him, he's going to give us some charms, which we need to build. And we can also obtain a buff. Now the buff is permanent and you can swap it out at any time. So we get 30% crit environment. So if we click obtain buff, we would get that buff, but I don't want that buff. I want the buff from the other one here, this one. And this one gives us a 20% extra item drop. So you just click obtain buff, and then he does whatever that is and gives you the buff. And then you just have that buff. And this buff levels up as he grows. So if you level him up first, that buff's gonna, like in my other game, it's at 30%. So you can just do that and level him up fastest if that's the one you want, and it will increase the strength of the buff. That's the word I'm looking for. So we're going to talk to the crow real quick. They will also just give you random items. If you just make them happy, they'll just do the thing and give you, you know, just be like, hey, I have an item for you, and just give it to you. So we need to build them some beds. These beds are trash. Now, for some reason, I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. It may be. These beds have a durability, and you have to keep building them. They're terrible. And so, like, if you get a bunch of drakes before you level up your camp and unlock the good beds, which have not disappeared on me yet, I don't know if they all have durability or it's just these trashy ones, but I don't really like that feature. And I also can't figure out how to, like, I screwed that build up, and I don't know how to cancel that, but it's fine because that bed's not permanent anyway, so it'll just disappear. But yeah, I don't know if that's a bug or if that's like, if it's supposed to be that way. I don't really like that they do that. It's slightly annoying, especially early game when you're just trying to get your base up and running, and you're constantly harvesting resources as it is and having to go out, and then you got to make sure that you're harvesting trees so that you can keep making those little trash beds, and their little poppets run out as well. Okay, so we'll build our other bed here. Yeah, I always forget to hold down shift to do the thing, so we're just gonna place that one there. And then they need these, and we need more charms. So let's talk to this little fella. Get some charms there. Was that enough to make one? Yeah. So we'll just place that there, and then we'll go talk to the other one and get some more charms. Hey, get up. Yeah, you don't need to sleep. Give me some charms. Fantastic. Okay, and then we'll build him one as well. There's other entertainment items for them that you can build, and I'll show you that here. We'll go take a look at the tech tree. So we go to tab here. This is the map. I don't know if there's more to the map than this. This is all I can see, and this is all I can see in my other game. So I don't know if there's other islands out further, and this is all we can see for now. I have no idea. We have our bag, you know, different categories of things that you can check out, and then it's item based, so we can hold 250 items. We're at 79 of 250. You have your camp where you can just look at your drakes and see which ones you have. Camp status shows you your camp level, all of that good stuff, how much food they have and stored and all that. And here's the tech tree. So here's like your tier 2 items. You can get the yoga ball, the well, which will just keep them watered. As you see, it supplies water for 3 drakes, so you don't have to keep filling the cauldron. And then there is the bed. Now this bed, like I said, I've built 3 of these, and it's been a couple of days, and they have not disappeared on me. The ones that they're in now, these little trashy ones, and it doesn't say, and it doesn't show you like any type of durability on them. So I don't know what the situation with those is. Anyway, then we have the planters, which grows food for them. You plant seeds in it, and it's like a longer supply of food. I think the seeds, you have to keep getting seeds, and I think they tick down eventually, and then you have to plant new ones. But it's a much longer supply of food than what we're currently doing with going out and collecting stuff. And then there's trees that you can plant as well for more wood. But see, they slept in those beds, and now those beds are already gone. So like I said, I'm not sure if that's the way that's supposed to be or what. Anyway, let's go talk to the crow again. Okay, now he's going to give us the stuff that we need to build the workshop. So we're going to do that after we go collect some more charms, because we don't have enough charms for it yet. So let's talk to this little guy. Hey, little fella, you got some more charms for me? 9 charms. Perfect. Okay, so we go to this, and we unlock it. Yep. And then we will build this. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I always forget to hold shift to rotate the item the way that I want it. Okay, there we go. Now we just got to wait for them to build it for us. And then we are going to use it, and we're going to craft up some of those. So there we go. We've crafted them. You don't always have to be there. You can craft wherever. So if we hit C and then tab, you can see that we can craft them. So I think you have to craft them at the workshop first to be able to do the thing. But once you've crafted them, you can just craft them wherever. So that's the thing that allows us to walk to a different island. So if we're going to go talk to the crow again. He's going to tell us to go to the lighthouse. Okay, so now we have to go to the lighthouse. In order to do that, we're going to have to use the Aether Ward. And that will protect us from dying and that stuff. It basically pushes it out of the way. It's a really cool effect. But eventually you can set up those rail networks between each of the islands and not have to use this once you have a nice network going. So I like to walk through it just a little bit to save the time because it's a timed effect. So I get a little bit into it first and then I use it. That way I can, you know, get maximum use out of it. I didn't need to do it there because that's a short one, but there's some longer ones. And I just wanted to show you that that's a thing that you can do because you don't die in it right away. So you can get a few extra seconds out of it to go further. Because there's like other islands, for example, so like to get to that one there, we're going to have to use, we should be able to do that one in one, but that one over there, you definitely have to use two. To get from that island to that island, you have to use two. But you can do it in almost one if you jump and you walk through, like jump into it and then walk through it a little bit. But you get the idea. Anyway, we're going to go up here to this lighthouse and go up to the top, and then it does like a thing. And then we go back to the crow, grab the schematic, and then we do the gaze thing. And that will do this. And we can hit M to open up our map. Oh yeah, it shows us there's a hibernating drake on this island somewhere. So we have to get over to that island over there to find him. And now we're getting ready to be attacked. So we got to get back to the thing before we get attacked. We're going to run over here and grab this stuff though. And we're already under attack. I didn't make it back in time, but it's fine. We'll go over here, kill these guys. Super easy. There we go. Get rid of that. I thought that was the attack with the bigger one. Oh, well, it's not over yet. Hold on. Oh, and he has a gift for us. When they have that little present over their head, that's when they have the gift. And when you complete one of the attacks like that, then you get one of these chests with a bunch of goodies in it. Oh, look, we got a hoodie too. So another cool thing that I like about this game before we wrap up here, I didn't show you the character creation. It's not too impressive as far as character creation goes. You have a couple of heads to choose from, a couple of hairstyles, a bunch of different colors for hair and eyes and brows and all of that stuff. But what's really cool is the head and the body are separate. You can choose whatever style head you want, male or female, and the same for the body. So you can pick like a female head, put it on a male body, vice versa. And I think that's cool. There was another game, I can't remember what it was recently that we played that was like that allowed you to customize your avatar however you see fit sex-wise. And I see more and more games starting to do that. And I think that's really cool because we talked about it before. Some people see their avatar or their character in game as a representation of themselves. I'm not one of those people, but I know there are people out there like that. And to give them that variety so that they're not locked into those genders is a really cool feature. So big shout out to the devs for doing that. But what I was getting to from that is that you can change your outfit and your character at any time. So if we go back to the main menu, we can change how our character looks, and then we unlock different outfits as we play the game. So we got different pants that we can choose from, different shoes, different backpacks. And once you unlock them and find them in the game, it unlocks them through all of your characters. Like I got this backpack in my other game, and I can put it on this character. Oh, can I not spin him around? Well, we can see his backpack there. So yeah, pretty cool feature. I'll show you the gift real quick, and then we'll wrap it up from there. So just click obtain gift, and then he's just gonna give you a random item. He gave us a glowstone. It can literally be anything from what I've seen. Oh, and to level them up, I'll show you the leveling them up. So you talk to them, and then you do give crystal, and then you give them the crystals. He's gonna need 5 to level up. So we'll just give them to him now. That'll get him almost there. And then we'll have to get, how many did I give him? 2. So I'll have to get 3 more to level him up. We're going to wrap it up there. If you want to see more of this game, let me know down in the comments. I wouldn't mind doing a let's play on it. I may do some guides on it. It's a relatively simple game for the most part, so I don't know. I mean, maybe some defense guides later game. I have to play it a little more to see, but yeah, it's a really cool game. You should definitely check it out. I will put a link for it down in the description so that you can do that. If it goes in the Humble Store, it helps support the channel. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you'd like to join my Elite Crew Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.